Hey guys, how are you doing? All right, guys, welcome. Thank you, Rick, for being here. It's good to see you. Melanie, thank you so much for that first super chat of the day. And Anna Banana, thank you, and welcome back to the Dragon family. So, you guys, we are going to be taking a look at all signs. This is going to be about their feelings for you. So, the person that you have on your mind, whomever that is, even if it's a friend, apply it as you may, although this is usually generalized towards romantic relationships, but take it as it resonates. I am taking super chat questions today. If you don't know how that works and you would like to know, you can always visit my website at violettaalexis.com and just click super chat rules. And while you're there, you can also book a personal reading with me. If you need more information on that, you can look at the pinned comment that is in the chat section, and all of that info will be available there for you, as well as in the description box below. Keep in mind that these are general readings, so you want to make sure to check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for a full picture. Alrighty. What's up, a little bit of everything? What's up, Joe Hop Pack? What's up, Top Flight, Michaela, Renisha? It's so good to see you guys. What's up, Power of the P? All right, so obviously, without further ado, we're going to start with my lovely Aries. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and take a look at your person. Your person's feelings for you, the Seven of Wands. How they see you is the Eight of Cups in reverse. And their future actions, the Queen of Pentacles. Let's take a look at that Seven of Wands. Okay. Well, this person feels like the two of you have had some conflict. And it can be around some kind of manipulating behavior. It can be around this person kind of feeling like, you know, maybe they haven't been as vulnerable. Maybe they've just been telling you things that you want to hear, but they don't necessarily mean them, or they just want to kind of get on your good side. So they've been, or they could just have been incredibly stubborn towards you. And maybe they know that. But at the same time, they are pretty, I don't want to say defensive. It seems like they feel as though they need to maintain some kind of boundary with you, or it feels like they are attempting to defend themselves in some way. I do think that they believe that they've done wrong in some way, or they feel like they've done you wrong in some way, or even created a little bit of drama in regards to their inauthenticity. But with that Knight of Cups, they're like, okay, well, let me make it up to Aries, or let me show up in this way. I feel like they're downgrading themselves a little bit in the way of, instead of like just being emotionally mature and da-da-da, it seems like they're more so like, well, you know, let me serenade you and let me pinch your butt in the kitchen kind of thing. Chitara, thank you so much for that super chat question. So let's take a look at that Eight of Cups in reverse for how they see you, with the Four of Pentacles, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, and with the Judgment. Well, this is a lot of kind of back and forth energy. So it's like, on one hand, they look at you like you're wanting to come back. Okay, so if there's been some kind of separation, they're looking at you like you're wanting to return in some way. But at times you may feel apprehensive, or maybe even be feeling like that's not the best idea, because maybe you just recently got yourself unstuck out of this situation and you're like, I don't want to come back. You know, at least that's how they view it. For others of you, they could look at you like you feel as though you're settling sometimes when it comes to them, which can kind of make them feel insecure. They do feel like you're trying to make higher self decisions, you're trying to make the right decisions, and I do think that they feel like you want to reconcile if there has been a separation, but they also feel like you're apprehensive because you don't want to get stuck in some cycle. Joe Hot Pack, thank you so much for that super chat question. Their future actions, God, it is raining outside and it is stunning. Two of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. I think that this is you in their eyes for some of you. It seems like they're trying to be very cautious with what it is that they're saying. I think that they definitely look at you like somebody who is relationship material, somebody who's kind, somebody who is nurturing, somebody who is independent, or whatever the case. And it seems like they're trying to figure out new ways to communicate with you, so that way they can get their needs met, you can get yours met, and all is well and good, is what that looks like to me. Advice for someone is show the world the real you, the North Node, and risk. So this is about being very authentic when it comes to who you are and how it is that you're portraying yourself and how you're showing up. There's some kind of opportunity or there's some kind of risk that should be taken is what I want to say. Now, obviously, if this person is telling you to jump off of a cliff, no, that's not the kind of risk that I'm talking about. But I think there's one that could be ultimately beneficial, and it is something that is probably authentic to you, but it's about being able to put yourself out there and being, listen, everybody's gonna hurt you. It's like that quote, everybody's gonna hurt you, you just have to decide who's worth it. So thank you so much, Aries. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com, and make sure that you become a member so you can get access to your individual reading. What's up, 12th house stellium girl? Having a 12th house stellium must just be absolutely awful. I'm sure it has its ups. I'm sure you are very resilient, but God, I would not. I have a 6th house stellium, so I have the opposite. A lot of enemies. All right, Taurus. All right, how you doing, Taurus? Let's go ahead and take a look at your person. The 10 of Wands and their feelings, how they see you is the Tower in reverse, and the Death in reverse for their actions. So let's take a look at that 10 of Wands. 7 of Cups, Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Hangman. There's a lot going on for them emotionally is what this looks like to me, Taurus. But to me, they are making it harder than it needs to be. It's almost an illusion that something is more difficult than it is. It's like, have you ever had a conversation where the two of you just had like, maybe it was really a simple fix, but you guys argued for like 2 hours, and it's just like, it could have been easily avoided by just, you know what I mean, not getting bent out of shape or not, whatever the thing is. It's like something is almost, they're almost making something harder on themselves is what this feels like to me. That Page of Pentacles in reverse can be around a missed opportunity between the two of you, absolutely. But there are things that they are seeing from a different perspective at this point when it comes to the two of you, in regards to how much effort they're putting in, how much they should be putting in, how much you are, whatever it is. And they feel like they've made quite a lot of sacrifices. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'm just telling you that is how they feel. But the thing is that I feel like they'd be willing to sacrifice more. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They feel like you guys keep missing the goalpost because you guys keep repeating a cycle, or they do, or the both of you do, or you do, whatever the case is. So it's like, maybe that's why they feel as though things are way harder than they should be. What's up, Fireball, baby? How they see you. Knight of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. They feel like you have a hard time letting go of the past, or you have a hard time with change. And they feel like you have a hard time with change because there is a lack of acceptance about the past. They do feel like you're putting one foot in front of the other and you keep trying to move forward, but they feel like you keep trying to fix the past, or you keep trying to focus on the past, or you keep thinking they're feeling or perceiving like you keep revisiting the past, like there's something back there for you, whether it's an old habit, whether it's an old perspective, whatever it is. So they feel like you are not as welcome to change because there's this constant focus on what was lost, what could have been, what isn't, what shoulda, coulda, woulda. But what's interesting is they have the Death in reverse for their actions. Ace of Wands, 5 of Swords, the World. What's the ending about? What's the ending? The 3 of Swords in reverse. There's something that you guys have been hurting over or dealing with together, or maybe something on their own. But it seems like something that they've been holding on to for a long while now. They're very determined to find a common ground. So what do I mean by this? So for instance, like what I was talking about with the argument earlier, maybe it's that, you know, they keep focusing on the future and they're arguing about the future and you're arguing about what happened back in 1995. And you guys can't find common ground because two people keep living in the future because they have anxiety, and you keep living in the past because you have depression or whatever it is, and you guys can't find that middle ground. There's something about this now where they're like, this isn't changing. So how do we close it out? How do we just put a pin in this, is what this looks like to me. And they're very determined to find some kind of solution, and I feel like they do. So whatever the issues have been, a time for healing, Uranus, and gifts. The gift of change. Always smile, Lynn. Thank you. Oh my God, I did not get your name until just now. Lynn, right? But always smile, Lynn. You have been watching me forever, and I cannot believe I just got that. All right, sorry about that, Taurus. A time for healing, Uranus, and gifts. I feel like what I can say the best is gift yourself with the gift of change. Allow yourself to break free from a certain pattern. Allow yourself to liberate yourself from these old shackles of thinking a certain way, of living in the past. You don't have to live there anymore. You know what I mean? If that's what's going on. But this is a time for healing, is what it says. So it's like we all have our own natural gifts that we can bring to the table when it comes to relationships or otherwise. Bring yours and allow them to bring theirs. Thank you, Taurus. Please make sure that you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal reading with me at violetaalexis.com, and make sure that you become a member so you can get access to your individual tarot readings. What's up, Kismet? Nice to see you. Have fun at the gym. I hope you guys have a blast. No worries. What's up, Chalice? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at my Geminis. How you doing, Gemini? Let's go ahead and take a look at your person. What's up, B? Feelings. 6 of Wands. Ace of Swords in reverse for how they see you. Future actions is the 6 of Cups. 6 of Wands, the Sun in reverse, the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. For some of you, this can be reversed. This is somebody that loves the attention that you give them, and they like the attention. They like to give you the attention as well. Even when they're in doubt, I feel like this is somebody who can be quite optimistic about your connection. They're clearly very invested. They are attempting to take their time when it comes to you, learning you. They're very invested in what it is that you think, and they're very invested in communicating with you and spending time and things like that. They are trying to think more logically. I just think that that's kind of who they are at times. They are trying to think pretty logically when it comes to the two of you, but they're here. Even when they feel like things are falling out, they still try to shower it with some bit of attention to put that extra little bit of sunshine into it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of doubting this relationship right now because, you know, Gemini said this, but, you know, let me take them out for coffee and we'll just make it better. Or it's something like that. And so they still feel this sense of, well, you know what, I'm still here. I'm still going to show up. So I don't see anything negative, really. Well, here we are. There's the negative. This could be reversed for some of you because they're looking at you like a masculine. Okay, so for some of you. Ace of Swords in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, Chariot in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in the upright. Well, you know. Okay, so sometimes they feel like you're absolutely clueless of your own ego. And they feel like that ego or that pride comes from a sense of fear, or sometimes they may feel like you're a coward in your own decision making. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not trying to be a butthole, okay? But they feel like sometimes you can be a little cowardice in regards to how you're making decisions. And so, like, for instance, maybe that they want to bring something up to you that may be a little, you know, conflicting, and they feel like maybe you purposely start a fight so that way you don't have to address anything, and then you disappear, and then you come back when you feel like they won't want to talk about it anymore, and then you're able to, you know, they're like, what a coward, you know. It can't be something like that, you know. I'm not trying to be funny, but It can be something like that. And they could really feel like the biggest blockage between the two of you is your inability to communicate respectfully, communicate in a way that's mature. What's that Two of Pentacles? The Star in reverse. It's weird because it's they feel like you have something on your own that you need to heal. But it's like you're just kind of, it's almost like somebody who breaks their leg, but they're like, oh, I'm just going to walk back to the house. I'm going to make it there. Everything's fine. And it's like, dude, sit down and let me call the ambulance for you, you know? Like, you don't have to. So that's kind of what I'm getting with that. Multitasking out of fear. All right, Rick. All right, save it for your own tarot channel, okay? Six of Cups, the Moon, the Justice in reverse, the Page of Wands. Don't throw me off my game here, buddy. What's that Justice in reverse? The Four of Wands. They could sometimes feel like you guys are having a hard time, like, making time to go out and have fun, you know, but I like this. I like that the Six of Cups and the Moon is here, because to me this, and the Page of Wands as well, because it almost shows like this emotionally playful energy. They could be giving you a gift emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever it may be. And it seems like they're being pretty vulnerable with what they feel like is not right. You know, there's something where they feel like something is imbalanced, and they're trying to find the best way to communicate that to you without ruffling any edges. It almost makes me feel like they feel sometimes that they have to walk on eggshells as to not disrupt your ego. The advice is a time to give rather than take, square, and survival. All right. So are we doing the bare minimum here? What's going on? Because it's telling me survival, which is kind of making me feel like you're just doing what you can to get by in regards to this connection. Okay. We've all been there at one point, right? But there's something to be had here. There's a challenge, yes, but there's a gift amongst the victory behind the challenge, which means we can't be cowardly. We have to deal with stuff head on, which is awful, right? I hate it. I'd rather run away and just put my head in the sand too sometimes, believe me. But this is a time for you to be a bit more of service to said person and or yourself, really, and make sure you're taking care of yourself. But also, instead of, like, this is going to sound really harsh, but if you've just been kind of expecting everything, or, you know, you've kind of been expecting this person to do all the work or doing all the reaching out or something like that, if you want this to work, or even for your own, you know, sense of working through your emotions or your vulnerabilities, it is a time to give rather than take, because you're going to get more sometimes out of giving than you will of taking. So think about it like that. Thank you so much, Gemini. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal reading with me at violetaalexis.com. And if you guys would like to become a member, you can go ahead and do that on my YouTube channel, so you can have access to your individual tarot readings. So let's see. Yes, it can definitely be reversed, Dan. What's up, Cassie? How you doing? Yeah, listen, Rick, I can't have you outshining me here on my own tarot channel, okay, buddy? All right, let's go ahead and see here. Cancer, let's take a look at your person. Six of Pentacles in reverse for feelings. How they see you is the Empress in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in their future actions. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse, the Lovers. And the Hierophant in reverse. Jesus. There are definitely some conversations that they feel like can't be avoided, and I think that they're very well aware of that. But this is double Taurus energy. When I see double Taurus energy, especially in a negative light, so to speak, or you know, in reversed, so to say. I'm getting a very stubborn energy, my way or the highway, you know, and I think that this is somebody that definitely has a choice to make. Could it be a choice between two people? Sure. You know, maybe it is. Maybe we can be cliche tarot readers and be like third party situations, which we do all the time, right? But at the same time, to me, there's something where they're realizing or feeling like, okay, well, we have to get over this hump or we have to get through this thing. There's something that is not foundationally aligned when it comes to the two of you. Maybe it is morals, maybe it's values, spiritual, religious beliefs, whatever the thing is. And they're very well aware that that can kind of be an issue, which can kind of make them backtrack sometimes or not give like they should. But I also don't think that they're trying to avoid communicating about those things. They feel like there's a decision that needs to be made in regards to that, but I still feel like they choose you because that Lovers is there, which is telling me the Lovers is the creme de la creme out of all the connections. So, you know, I don't think that they're willing to give this up. To me, if anything, the Lovers is something to be pursued, not abandoned. Although it can be hard, it is a connection like no other. So I don't think that they're avoiding that fact in their heart either. You know what I mean? So yeah, do I think that there's some working around things? Absolutely. But I don't think that they see an issue with that. Are they stubborn? Yes. Do they want to communicate about it? Yes. Also yes. The Empress in reverse for how they see you. Three of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Fool in reverse. Sometimes they feel like your emotions can be a little erratic. You know, do they feel like you have a lot of love to give? Yes. And they love spending time with you. But at times they feel like you can be a little overbearing with the Empress in reverse. You know, the Empress in reverse is like smother mother, you know, whatever. And so they may feel at times like you can be a little controlling over the Three of Cups, you know, who they're hanging out with, their social life maybe. For others of you, it's just that they sometimes feel like you put the pressure on or you smother them a little bit because it's coming from a place of insecurity. Ma'am, you gotta go. I thought I shut this damn door. All right. What's up, Lesty? Thank you so much. So they feel like you have a little bit of insecurities, but I do think that they find you attractive, and I do think that they believe that you have a lot of love to give. What's up, Shamika? The Eight of Pentacles in their actions with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Temperance, and the Four of Cups in reverse. Why is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? There's something to me is missing. They feel like before something goes all the way. So for instance, if this is a connection that is already established, let's say, right? We're in a relationship, but it's like maybe this person wants to get engaged, but they're looking at you and them like, okay, there are still some things we have to work on, Eight of Pentacles. And they're willing to be patient and take the time to be able to work through the things that are disappointing them, you, etc. But something they feel like they can't fully solidify something because of what you guys can't work out or what it is that you guys are missing in the connection. We have the answers you need are coming, water, resistance. So this is not a time to shut down our emotions. This is not a time to ignore them. This is not a time to not communicate them. I feel like the more vulnerable that the both of you are, the more success you're going to have, and the more answers that you're going to have, especially between the two of you and where this is going or how you're going to fix something. I also think that pushing through some kind of hard emotions are going to service you more than they're going to hinder you. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal tarot reading with me at violettaalexis.com. And also don't forget to become a member today so that way you can see your individual signs. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move on to my Leos. All right, Leo. God, I got my inner thigh waxed today, and dude, it hurts so bad. I'm just dying. I'm wearing freaking these tiny little shorts because I just can't have anything touching my inner thigh right now. It is the worst. What's up, Deb? How you doing? All right, Leo, let's take a look at your person. Feelings, the 9 of Wands. How they see you is the 10 of Swords in reverse. Future actions, King of Pentacles in reverse. Well, you guys know how much I love the King of Pentacles in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. 3 of Wands. The Knight of Swords. When it comes, I feel like you and this person have quite a bit of arguments or something. This is somebody who's very much kind of like fighting for what they believe in, or they feel like they need to, or they feel like they need to defend something about the work that they've done on themselves or who they are as a person. Whatever plan it is that they feel like they've made with you, they want to pursue that, and they want to do so quickly. But there are questions that they have, or there are things that they want to find out. What is that? The Strength in reverse. The 6 of Swords. If you guys can get over your issues. You know, and the Strength is Leo. So if they feel like you're not confident about something, or, you know, something like that, they need to resolve that, because they're here. They want to fight for this, but they also feel like they're fighting for themselves at the same time. And maybe sometimes that means that they feel like they're losing themselves in the connection. Right. So it's like, you know, relationships are difficult because it's not just about you anymore, right? Just like being a parent, it's not about you anymore. It's about the other person as well. And that takes a lot of compromise. That also takes fighting for the relationship while in the midst of trying to fight for yourself as well, trying to make sure that you're keeping up your end of the bargain, but also the end of the bargain that you, your end of the bargain that you have with yourself, the commitments you made to you. Simultaneously trying to make sure that you stand on business when it comes to the commitments that you made to the other person. So I feel like that's kind of where they're at. What's up, Shireen? Good to see you, baby. 10 of Swords in reverse for how they see you, with the 9 of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Well, they view you as a masculine. So, you know, if you're feminine, this could be reversed. This is somebody who feels like you can be selfish at times. You can be very self-absorbed sometimes. They feel like you are overcoming an addiction maybe, or they still feel like there are changes that you need to make in regards to, quote unquote, your ways, I suppose. What's that 9 of Cups in reverse? The 4 of Swords. Yeah, they may feel like you're healing from something. They may be looking at you like there's something that you feel like you didn't get in the past, which could have everything to do with them or nothing to do with them at all. But they see you as somebody that does have something to offer. They do feel like you're detached at times because you have bigger fish to fry, or they feel like you have very strong boundaries as well. And that can make them feel like sometimes you're selfish. But I also feel like they're understanding of it. There could have been a betrayal at some point, okay? And I feel like that's still kind of in the shadows a little bit. But other than that, to me, they feel like you're healing or overcoming something, some kind of indulgent behavior, whether it is an addiction to alcohol, porn, cigarettes, I don't know. Or maybe they just feel like you're still healing from not getting something that you wanted. King of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Cups, the 9 of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Cups. Why is the King in reverse? I don't get that. If this is a masculine energy, let me put it like this. There's a masculine energy here who may be very stubborn, who may be Cassie, thank you so much for that super chat question. Who may be very stubborn, or maybe the type of person who's very cheap or frugal, or somebody who maybe is like, oh well, yeah, let's get married because then we can split the finances, or yeah, let's move in together because then we can split the rent, instead of just like making it about love, which like I get, right? There's always going to be some kind of business element in some way when we're fully committing to a person. But the feminine seems to be trying to ease the masculine's mind in some way by showing up with love, by being very tender and sweet and kind, and not trying to like bring more turbulence to the connection. But the masculine is being a little stubborn. Do I feel like there's love here? Yes, but I also feel like the masculine has this almost like business-like mind when it comes to the relationship. So I don't know. Don't let pride get in your way. Venus and isolation. Well, I feel like don't let pride get in your way is obviously pretty self-explanatory, right? Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, great. Moving on. Venus is about love, and it is about harmony. It's about giving and receiving love, self-esteem, seeing the beauty in things. And it can be about getting along, and then we have isolation, where Venus is about relationships, and then we have isolation. So maybe this is saying that sometimes you guys need a little bit of space from one another. Maybe somebody's taking too much space. Maybe there needs to be some kind of balance between that. I have found that I've been in a lot of relationships. I've been in a lot of relationships, and I have found that having space can be very, very healthy, but not too much. It has to be like in the right way. And so maybe that's what it is. Maybe if you guys do have an argument or something, you need to take a walk, or somebody needs to go to the spa or something like that. Also, I want to say, if there's somebody here who is constantly detaching from a connection, to want to avoid something, or because pride is getting in their way, somebody's needing to learn. I don't want to say learn emotional intelligence, but somebody's needing to maybe learn how to be more vulnerable, how to talk through their emotions, how to even accept their emotions and deal with them. Okay, so whoever that is. So thank you so much, Leo. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal reading with me at violetaalexis.com. And also make sure that you become a member so you can catch your individual reading. Thank you so much. It's okay, Cassie. I got you. I'm sorry, the Rico case? Okay, you got to get out of here, because what the hell are you talking about? What? All right, let's see here. The fuck? People wearing their crazy pants today. Love that. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's see. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and take a look at your person. Seven of Swords in their feelings, how they see you as the Queen of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess in very secretive, High Priestess in their future actions. Let's take a look. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil. Ooh. What's that Devil about? I don't like this. I just don't. So, I feel like this person's being pretty secretive about some kind of addiction that they have, or about their finances, or about some fears or toxic behaviors that they have. And it can be something that's coming from like their mental. Okay, I'm not like diagnosing anybody. I'm obviously not a doctor, but there can be something that maybe they're not even aware of, that they're trying to avoid. Like, I don't know, maybe they have, I don't know, let's be super cliche because everyone's a narcissist, right? But let's say like they're a narcissist or something like that, and they're trying to like hide that, or they're trying to make sure that nobody thinks that, or, you know, whatever the case is. And it seems like this person is, hold on, sorry about that. It seems like this person is quite out of sorts. It seems like this is somebody who is like lacks direction, lacks passion, lacks motivation in some way, very inconsistent in their own thinking and how they're doing things. This person always feels like they have something to prove. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who is insecure, and so they feel the need to prove something to others by going out of their way to do so, which, you know, is obviously unhealthy, but that comes from a certain place. And it's almost like this is somebody who's trying to avoid doing that, or they're trying to avoid that they have that issue at all. Because the devil can be about addictions. It can be about toxicities. It can be about fears. It can be about obsessions and attachments. And it's attached to the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse, which can be something around needing attention, needing validation, something around, you know, sexual behavior, something around finances, something, you know, and it's all coming from their headspace. And they could be avoid talking about it. How they see you is the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, yet the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Well, this person feels like they want to be with you if you guys are not together already. For some of you, this is a straight up relationship. For others of you, they're looking at you like you are the one that they want to be with in regards to a relationship, and they feel like you want that as well. Now, the problem lies, Zaza, thank you. The problem lies with this person feeling or perceiving like you're super jealous, like you have anger problems, whatever the thing is, whatever your big perceived insecurity is. They feel like that's why the two of you just simply cannot get on the same page for whatever reason. A lot of disagreements, a lot of fights. This person can feel like you, because this is Three of Pentacles is Mars and Capricorn. And if we're looking at Mars and Capricorn in a negative light, it can be somebody who's almost like reprimanding you. You know what I mean? And so they could feel that you do that, whether that's true or not. It's just their perspective. And they feel like that's what causes issues, but it's also around your jealousy or being angry or something like that. But at the same time, they know that you love them. They're very certain of that as well. The High Priestess. Five of Cups in reverse. The Magician in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. This person intuitively is very, very well aware that they have to let go of something or someone, whatever the thing is. But let go of what? It can be around mental issues. The Magician is Mercury. The Fool is Uranus. Okay, when Mercury and Uranus come to in a conjunction, it's like, you know, crazy person, right? Or crazy thinking. Or maybe they feel like they're having a breakthrough. Maybe they feel like they need one. But there's some old maybe way of thinking that they're very intuitively aware that is keeping them from their own personal individual potential and your guys' potential together. So it seems like to me, because of whatever it is that they're letting go of, or maybe even because they are seeing the glass half full in regards to a situation around the way that they think, they're able to offer you something more than what they have been. So, you know, High Priestess is also 12th house. It can be around addictions. It can be around mental health, things like that. Okay, so at least how I read my cards. Expect powerful change, Jupiter, our higher mind, and fear. Okay, so, you know, Jupiter is the higher mind, right? Where Mercury is, I don't want to say the lower mind. That sounds so shitty, but, you know, I'll think of another way to say it. The smaller mind, right? Where Jupiter is the higher mind, I guess you could say. And it's saying expect powerful change. Well, how are we going to be able to expect powerful change? Jupiter. It's the way that we're thinking. It's about being more optimistic, like I was stating before. Cassie, thank you so much for that super chat question. It's about being able to have faith in ourselves, faith in others, faith in God, faith, whatever the hell you believe in, and having that spiritual practice even to be able to work through some kind of fears, because I see that Magician in reverse for their actions, which is telling me they have some kind of self-doubt that they're becoming intuitively aware of. And I already see that in their feelings with their need for validation, their need for attention, their need to prove something to everybody because they feel emasculated or they feel whatever, right? So I feel like somebody here needs to be a little bit more positive or change their way of thinking. And if this is advice for you, I want to say maybe have a little bit of faith in this person. Now, if this person has shown you nothing but horribleness and war and chaos, okay, well, obviously, right, use your discernment. Maybe this isn't the reading for you. But I'm also feeling like having a little bit of faith with this person, or even finding a spiritual practice between you and this person, can be very helpful. You know, maybe you guys read tarot cards together. Maybe you guys meditate, go to church together. I don't know, something like that. But so yeah, that's how I feel like we're going to work through that. So thank you so much, Virgo. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal reading with me at violetaalexis.com. Also, make sure that you sign up to become a member so you can get access to your own personal read. I mean, your signs personal read. Sorry, my energy's low today. My energy's a little low today, guys. Forgive me. You know what I did to find my peace recently? So I threw my back out last week. I was like, ugh, I threw my back out, right? I've never thrown my back out. I've never had anything like that happen to me. I'm like, well, getting old, right? And all I was doing was reaching for some shorts in the closet. You know what I did? I downloaded a book, read the whole thing in the matter of like 2.5 days or something like that, completely finished it, and wrote 3 chapters to my book, because I lost my old book that I was writing because my entire computer had to be cleaned out because the monitor wasn't working, etc. And so I had to rewrite my entire story, and I wrote 3 chapters, finished that entire book, and then I started a new book, and then I revised my chapters. And I'm going to tell you right now, that detox away from just getting your brain fucked by nothing but social media people felt so good. It felt absolutely incredible to just unplug from those freaking devices, truly and honestly, and getting some kind of authentic, being able to use my own brain to truly create like the imagination. It was just so nice, instead of just being fed video after video. God, if I could just recommend anything for you, that's going to be something I'm going to recommend to you guys. It was fabulous. It was a book called The Watchers, by the way, by A.M. Shine. It's a really good book. And now I'm reading Shadows of the Wind by Carlo Ruiz Zafos. It was fabulous. And then, you know, the first time, so I commented on this woman's video. She's this very beautiful psychologist, and I'm very into psychology, and it was like my first time actually commenting on like a social media video that like wasn't my own, and you know, in a long time. And I had been reading, and and I wrote a very positive comment, and I said about how beautiful and smart the woman was, and how she's definitely someone to look up to. And I got a bunch of likes on it. And then the first 5 minutes it's up, some guy comments, and he's like, yeah, unlike you could never be with me, or something like that. And I'm just like, yeah, I didn't miss this. I did not miss this. I'm like, oh, honey, who hurt you? Like, it's like, who would ever actually say that in real life? Could you imagine like sitting there and watching a video like at a bar with people and being like, wow, that lady is really beautiful and really smart. She's really someone to look up to. And some random guy just turns around and is like, yeah, unlike you could never be with me. What? Could you? I just can't. I absolutely detest social media sometimes. I've done it for the longest time, but I I really dislike it sometimes. I just hate it. Nobody would usually, unless you're absolutely off your rocker, nobody's really going to say that in real life. It's just so weird. There we go. Now talking. Bye. You're done. You're done. Yep, didn't miss it. Definitely didn't miss it. What's up, a perfect dark? That guy's gone. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, what? All right, let's go ahead and look at Libra. Yeah, I did not miss social media. And then this guy in my own chat, there she goes talking. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't realize this was your fucking channel. Like, what? What's up, Tom? It's so good to see you. Real quick, I gotta answer Tom. Yes, that is why my phone is off during work and at night, only on 20 minutes in the morning and no more than 2 to 3 hours after work. And sometimes it is looking at my next adventure. Yeah, I love that, man. I forgot how much I love to read until I threw my back out and actually forced myself to do it. And I'm so glad that just a reminder that everything is always working out in your favor. Okay. So Libra, in your person's feelings, Knight of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Cups for how they view you. Okay. The Five of Swords in their actions. Well, let's see that Knight of Swords. For some of you, this can be reversed. Okay. Queen of Wands in reverse. Wagos, thank you. I agree, Fireball. The Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Woo! Well, this person's quite triggered by you at times. And, you know, maybe you do it on purpose. Maybe you don't. I have no idea. But this looks like a feminine energy to me. There's something going on between the two of you where something is said or they see something or they find out something, whatever it is. And it triggers them to no end. Like it truly does. It's like it's like when you kind of stub your toe, right? It's like nothing is really going super right during the day. And then it's like you're already kind of irritable. And then you walk by and you stub your toe and it just really sets you off. And you start saying things that should even be illegal, you know? Like that's how I feel like this is kind of how this person feels towards you sometimes. They feel like they want to take action towards you, and I think that they will, but it's very slow and steady. And I think it's because they're trying to be very cautious. They're trying to maintain their sense, first of all, just their sense in general, and also their sense of groundedness. I don't think this person wants to lose their mind or be jealous or feel crazy or act crazy. It, to me, seems like this is somebody who's pretty good at grounding their emotions, I want to say. But this person also does feel the need to maybe put up some boundaries, stand up for themselves when it comes to you, or just be very cautious. The Nine of Cups for how they see you. I mean, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Wands. Wow, 2 nines, huh? And the Hermit. Very much about self. This person, I'm not going to lie, all right? Yes, these are beautiful cards. Absolutely, don't get me wrong. But this person does feel like you can be quite selfish. And maybe sometimes for good reason. Maybe sometimes not so much. But the nines are about self, as is the Hermit. The Hermit is about self-awareness, going on that self journey. And maybe that's just like something they feel like you need to do. And so, hey, what are you going to do? But at the same time, that Knight of Wands in reverse, they look at you like somebody they can't necessarily count on all the time. And they look at you like you check off a lot of the boxes that they want, or that they like the things that they want in a partner, the things that they need in someone. But at the same time, I think that they just feel like you're so isolated or you have your guard up so much or you're so inconsistent. It's like maybe that's why they feel the need to be so cautious. Okay, but they do feel like you're all that in a bag of shits or whatever it's called. All that in a bag of tricks. I don't think shits is the right one. Then we have the Five of Swords for their future actions with the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Justice. Well, I'm not really seeing that Five of Swords as bad per se. I think that this person is very, very determined. I mean, you know, and in some cases and extremes against all odds, to be able to learn you better, to be able to offer some kind of opportunity that is going to bring happiness and balance to the connection. I think that this person is very determined to keep a positive mind frame. Why? Because I think that they like you, you know, or they love you, or however far this relationship has gone. So I think that they're trying to do the right thing at the end. This seems like a very mature person, you know, and the Justice is Libra. So I feel like this is somebody who's very determined to make you happy as well. Doesn't mean that they don't want to keep themselves happy, right? Doesn't mean they're not going to have boundaries, but I think that they're very determined to make you happy. We have you're very close to achieving your goal, Taurus, and influence. Interesting. Okay. So I'm wondering if this is for you, Libra, this advice, but, you know, to whom it may apply, right? I do think here that somebody is on a very individual journey. We're all on individual journeys. I get it. But specifically, Libra, with how this person is viewing you, you look like you are going on a very personal journey. I don't know if it's a dark night of the soul. I don't know if you're just trying to train for a marathon. I don't know what you got going on. But it's telling me that there's something that maybe you have been focused on for a long time, something that you very much wanted to accomplish in your life. And the way that you're going to get there is by trust and by patience and by hard work. Also about believing in yourself, and that's going to cause you to carry a sense of self-esteem. But you need to ask yourself whom and what you're being influenced by, the content that you're consuming, the people that you're surrounding yourself with, what you are ingesting inside of your body. Those things are going to be very important because Taurus is the second house. The second house is also about what we are consuming through our mouths. So it's like that is also an influence whether we realize it or not. So when we're eating like shit, we're going to look like shit and we're going to feel like shit, you know, whatever the thing is. So that's what I got for you, Libra. This could have been reversed for some of you. Keep that in mind. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. And also make sure that you sign up to become a member today so you can see the reading for your individual sign. Alrighty. Right, Kismet. Like, what the hell? I'm dead, Kismet. Oh my God. But damn, you know, people are so brave. All right. What was I doing? Scorpio. Focus, focus. Jesus Christ. What's up, Venusian? How you doing? All right. Oh God, this leg wax was the worst. Not worth it. All right, let's see. Scorpio. Let's take a look at the person that you're dealing with, or that is dealing with you, right? The Tower and their feelings, okay? The Ten of Pentacles for how they see you. Ooh, I hate the King of Pentacles in reverse. Hate it. Tell me about that Tower and their feelings. Oh, God. Oh. Oh my God. Do I even need to say anything? What did you do to this bitch? No, I'm just kidding. You know, Scorpio, I mean, damn. You know, so the Tower is Mars, okay? So your ruling planet, right? So maybe you're in their feelings, yes. I think that this person feels like a change is coming, whether they like it or not, or a change already has, or it's happening right now. And it feels quite volatile. It feels quite abrupt. Now, for some of you, this can be something that is very, very passionate. Something that's very obsessive, a very scorpionic love, to say the least. Something like Venus in Scorpio, or, you know, Venus in Aries, or something like that. Very tumultuous. And this person feels like it's very tumultuous. But this person is either obsessed with the sex, obsessed with you, obsessed with the drama, subconsciously attached to it. And they keep going back and forth with your ass. Even if it's not with you externally, it's in their mind or in their hearts. What's that, Devil? Page of Cups. You got this person's emotions in a chokehold, honey. You know, I mean, it's there. It's almost like their inner child was trying to. It's like you met their inner child, you know, and now their inner child is like, you know, chained in the basement of your heart. It's just like very strange. It's very dark. But you know, and I hate to, you're probably like, oh, whatever, shut up. No, that's how I feel about it, you know. They do feel like there's a lot of conflict, but they also feel like they're going with the change, because I think that this person is like madly obsessed and in love with you. So 10 of Pentacles for how they see you, with the King of Wands in reverse, the 3 of Wands in reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Woo! Well, this person sees you as the long haul, okay? Some of you are married, some of you are already in a relationship, or this person sees you as that. But they feel like you are an asshole. They feel like when your ego is they look at you like somebody who's commitment minded, or somebody who they would like to commit to, or they could commit to, or whatever, or are committed to. But they feel like when you guys have a slight disagreement, or when you're disagreeing on something, they feel like you get very frustrated. And then what happens when you get very frustrated is your ego likes to come out to play, and it likes to start doing things like, I'm not listening, you know, like very immature vibe, you know? And they're like, oh God, is this what I'm building on? You know? So King of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, the Empress. Is this Empress, this person, reversed is no, upright, yes. Okay. So this person is the feminine. Okay. This is how I think that they view you. Reverse it if you need to, I don't care. They, I think this is somebody who's trying to make the right decisions ultimately. Maybe they'll reconcile with you if you guys are at a distance or have been separated. Tell me about that King of Pentacles in reverse specifically. This person feels like you want a commitment because there's something to financially gain, or in regards to status, just being honest. And this is somebody who may also feel like you're not willing to take responsibility or to put in the full effort. And this person is like, well, I'm not going to do it, or something like that. This person is just like, I feel like I just need to show up and be here and be cute and receive and be creative and etc. I don't feel like I should have to pull all the weight that you refuse to, or something like that. We have take time to breathe out. We have air. And we have curiosity. All of this to me is very airy, okay? Now I heard Aries in my head. Take time to breathe out, air, curiosity. Curiosity about what? The Ace of Wands? I feel like somebody needs a little bit more motivation. And I feel like there's somebody here who's frustrated by that. Like, it almost feels as though somebody is not as motivated as they should be to do their, pull their weight, you know, stand on business, take responsibility, whatever the thing is. It's like somebody almost feels a little lackadaisical in the connection. And I feel like somebody needs to start getting real about how they can motivate themselves to do better if that's something that they're choosing to do, and needing to be not only objective but also open-minded about how that's going to work. And when there is a disagreement or a little bit of a tiff, instead of losing our minds, we need to take space, or we need to take a breather, however that looks for you guys. Okay. Nicole Ashley, thank you so much for that super chat question. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Reverse it if you guys need to. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And you guys can always book a personal reading with me at violettalexis.com. Also, make sure that you sign up to become a member, so that way you can gain access to your own individual reading. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move on to Saggy. What's up, Wesley? Thank you so much for that super chat question. Sorry, I didn't see that before. Saggy. All right, Sag, let's take a look at your person. The King of Swords in the feelings. The Eight of Swords for how they see you. The Eight of Cups for their actions. Tell me about that King of Swords. I feel like that Queen of Pentacles is you in their eyes. What's that Six of Pentacles in reverse? The Star in reverse. They're not really sure what to do for some reason when it comes to this connection. It could just be like an issue around money, okay? If this is like a marriage thing or a long distance thing, I don't know. There could be something where they're trying to figure out ways to make more money for some reason. So for instance, let's say it's a long distance relationship. They're like, okay, well, let's think about this objectively. We have to think differently. We have to think of new ways to make money so we can see each other. Or for some of you, it can be a little bit of like a feeling like something isn't equal, even if it's on their end, like feeling like, okay, maybe I'm not giving enough to this situation or whatever it is. And it could be because there's a lack of healing within the dynamic that's preventing somebody from giving more to the connection or being more generous in the connection. There can also be a little bit of a lack of hope for some reason that's causing somebody to not give as much to the connection. So I feel like they're kind of at a crossroads here. What is the Two of Wands, the Page of Wands? They're trying to start fresh in regards to the both of you is what it looks like. So they may decide to communicate and they may be trying to ask to start on fresh ground with you for some reason. Lee, thank you so much for that super chat. How they see you is the Eight of Swords. Oh, I see why now. Okay. The Six of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Swords. They feel like you're stuck in the past, you know. They could feel like you're holding on to a grudge, something that they've done or something like that. Something could have really been, you know, bothering you. And they could feel like you're still stuck on that. And they could also feel like you have a lot of love to give. You're somebody who's very creative, you know, somebody that they would want to accept love from, somebody who's very vulnerable and kind and sweet and all those good things, right? And like somebody who also wants to keep the peace. Not you, Sagittarius. You know, but at the same time, they feel like you cannot get over this past issue. What's the Six of Cups in reverse? The Nine of Swords in reverse. They could feel like it's coming from your own sense of insecurities, and really, maybe it has something to do with them, but maybe they feel like you're making it bigger than it needs to be, whether that's true or not, all right? Not trying to start beef with y'all. The Eight of Cups for their future actions with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor, and the Six of Wands in reverse. So for some of you, they're taking space, okay? Just going to be honest with you. For some of you, they're absolutely taking space. They're like, okay, well, my efforts aren't realized here, or maybe I'm wasting my time, or they're starting to lose their patience and maybe kind of being like, you know what, I have things that I have to do. I have bills, I have a business, or I have these things that I need to do, etc. I don't want any unwanted attention from it. I don't want any negative attention from it. I just need to do what I need to do. And it seems like this person is kind of putting up some kind of boundary. Now, I'm not saying that they're breaking up with you or they're walking away forever. Could that be it? Yes, maybe. In some small chance, yes, maybe. Maybe that is the case. But to me, it makes me feel like, because the Emperor is about, is Aries, so it's like kind of more about self. It's like maybe they need to walk away to focus on self a little bit. Okay. Vanessa Williams and Uniquely Yours. Thank you guys so much for those super chat questions. Advice is your hard work is paying off. Saturn and Mischief. So I want to say that this is going to take fucking work. You know, like nearly everything in life. But this is going to require a shit ton of patience. A lot of patience, a lot of hard work. We're going to have to learn the lessons. We're going to have to experience the struggle. And that's how the hard work will inevitably pay off. And not dilly-dallying around. And I'm not saying this is advice for you. Maybe it's for the other person. I'm just telling you what I'm getting here, okay? And so kind of frolicking around, being lackadaisical about shit is not going to get this connection anywhere, okay? So it's got to do your part, or they need to do theirs, whatever. Thank you so much, Sag. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal reading with me at violetaalexis.com, and also make sure that you become a member today so that way you can get access to your own individual sign. Let's see here. Let's move on to my little cappies. My little cappy caps. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and take a look at your person. Queen of Cups in reverse. The Two of Pentacles. This is their feelings. This is how they see you. The Six of Swords for their actions. Tell me about that Queen of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This person doesn't trust you, you know, first and foremost. They don't trust you, and they feel weird about it. And the thing is that they're not really sure if they can totally trust that or not. They're like, well, do I trust my own intuition or do I trust Capricorn? That's really what it comes down to. And they're having a hard time deciding what the truth is. And I feel like we're all going to figure it out, right? Once Neptune goes retrograde, hello. But there's a lot of insecurities that they are feeling with that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, am I not good enough? Am I not doing enough? You know, it's Venus in Virgo, but it's in a negative light. Venus already doesn't like being in Virgo. So when you see a Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's even worse, you know? So they're like, am I not doing enough? Do I need to do more? Am I, you know, that can kind of be Venus in Virgo. And I think that this person just feels like no matter how much they do, they just can't get ahead, or it's just not good enough, or it could all just be in their mind, you know? But whatever the thing is they're a little in their head about things. And I think that they're seeing everything clearly? No. Do I think that they're seeing some things clearly? Yes. But I think that for the most part, they don't even know if they can trust themselves. Maybe this is somebody who's been gaslit a million times, and so they don't have that feeling where they feel like they can trust themselves anymore because of how many people have manipulated them not to believe their own intuition, you know? It can be something like that. The Two of Pentacles with the Hangman in reverse. Whoops. The Ace of Cups. This is how they see you. The King of Cups. Well, I love that. I love that they're feeling like the Queen of Cups and they see you as the King of Cups, which tells me that they're feeling like you guys are a vibrational match in some way. Tell me about that Hangman in reverse first, the Three of Swords. They may feel like you break their heart a lot. Maybe it's totally unintentional, or they could feel like you're not willing to sacrifice as much as they are, which could really hurt them, or they could feel like you don't always see their side of things, but let me one more for that. It's interesting because for some of them, they feel like you are not seeing that there's something that you're needing to change. Like you keep repeating something that keeps hurting them. But they look at you, for the most part, like you're pretty balanced. You're a pretty practical person. You're somebody who's showing up with love, like you have it to offer. Somebody that they love spending time with. Somebody that listens to their emotions or listens to their feelings. Somebody that's easy to talk to. For some of you, they see you as going to therapy with that King of Cups there. Not for all of you. So, I mean, for the most part, they're viewing you in a really great light. It's almost like they feel like you are not... It's almost like there are some things in your subconscious that are like tattooed there that need to be changed or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, for instance, let's say that you're a man, okay, and you were raised just by your mother, and you had a very domineering mother, a mother who was always telling you what to do, and so you didn't have a father, and so you grew up to kind of subconsciously detest or feminine energy, or have this kind of weird thing around women, or, you know, feeling like they're trying to boss you around, and so you become this like super, domineering kind of, or if a woman even speaks out about you, you get very irritable or something, and you don't even know why, and that's just an example, right? That's just an example of like a subconscious things that we have and why we respond from that place. I hope that that makes sense. So whatever the thing is, I'm not saying that you had a domineering mother, but I know that you get what I'm saying. The Six of Swords with the Death in reverse, the Two of Cups, and the Moon. I feel like they're just trying to move on from something from the past just to move on. I think that this is somebody who wants to work with you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they're like, okay, well, maybe I am, making, being a little dramatic about things. Or like maybe there's another way we can resolve this, or whatever the thing is. And it's about the past. What's that Death in reverse? The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like they just want to like let go of things. So if you guys have had any issues, I feel like they're just going to move on. Because I think that this person really loves you and, wants to be understanding, just like they feel like you are at times. I don't feel like this is a terrible reading. Communication is key. Libra, sacred space. Oh, I like this. I like this advice. So yeah, obviously communication is key. And when it comes to Libra, communication in relationships is absolutely key. So I feel like talking through things and being able to create a safe space for one another is absolutely important, right? It's like if every time I came to you with, if every time you came to me with a problem and I absolutely lost it every single time, you'd be like, man, it's not okay to come to Violetta with any kind of problem ever. You know what I mean? So in order to have healthy relationships, I know I'm the last one to talk, right? But trust me, I've learned a lot. In order to have a good relationship, we really need to be able to create that safe space for that other person. And while obviously simultaneously making sure that we're creating safe space for ourselves. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal reading with me at violettalexis.com. And also, if you would like to become a member, you can do so by heading on over to my YouTube channel and clicking the join button. All of that information is available there, and that way you can get access to your own individual reading. Let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. Summer, thank you so much for that super chat question. What's up, Sean? Nice to see you. Aquarius. How you doing, Aquarius? Let's go ahead and take a look at your person and their feelings. We have the World. How they see you is the Strength in reverse. Future action, Seven of Swords. I'm getting this energy that they want to come together with you, but they don't feel welcomed. Or they're feeling a little insecure. Or for some of you, if you are in separation with this person, this is somebody who feels like, well, I wanted to reconcile, but I feel like I'm not really welcomed in some way, shape, or form. And if I'm being honest, I feel like they're right, because the High Priestess is in the upright and they're feeling. So it's like something intuitively that they're feeling about not feeling welcomed around you, I think is probably right. And maybe for a good reason, I have no idea, but they kind of want to put a pin in that, whatever that is. It's like they're wanting to close that cycle out, They don't want to feel that way anymore. They probably don't want you to feel that way anymore. Tell me why that Four of Wands is in reverse. The Eight of Wands. Some kind of conversation that you guys had prior is probably making them feel that way, okay? This person is very attracted to you, although I will say that. For some of you, if this is not like an established thing, and you guys are just friends, okay, this is a small percentage of you. This person could be very insecure about trying to take it further than that. If you guys are just like talking, or if you guys are just like friends, or, they may be a little apprehensive, but I still feel like they're going to seal the deal or something like that. Just because the High Priestess in the World is going to trump the rest of these cards for me. So I don't really give a fuck about the Four of Wands in reverse, to be frank, excuse my French. Right? Because this person is still gonna like close something out, or get closure, or end that cycle, or make the move, or whatever the thing is. The Strength in reverse for how they see you. with the Four of Swords. Woo! The Ten of Swords and the Temperance. Ooh, this person feels like you're coming back to life, honey. What happened? They feel, Summer, thank you so much for that second super chat. This is somebody who feels like you're not feeling super confident in this. You're prideful. Your ego's in the way. And I don't always mean that in a super negative way. Sometimes our ego comes to the forefront. Well, why does our ego come to the forefront? Because it's trying to protect our emotions. It's trying to protect the self. So maybe this person betrayed you or did something. I have no idea, but this is somebody who feels like you feel the need to be by yourself, to take some time away because you are essentially healing from some form of betrayal that they feel like you're handling quite well despite the circumstances. Or you're going through some kind of ending or something like that where you're really handling it very well. They feel like you've been very patient, like you're like coming back from the dead, like Reza-fucking-rected, maybe having a glow up or something like that. But they look at you like somebody who's being quite high-minded about something that you're going through. The Seven of Swords for their future actions. Ooh, don't like that. This person this person in the past may have had an issue around, if this is a feminine, okay, this is somebody who's had an issue around assuming things about you that got them in a lot of trouble or that made them feel crazy. They're trying to avoid that. For others of you, this is somebody that is very afraid to assume anything about you because they're afraid that you're going to be triggered and you're going to absolutely go off on them or lose your shit, and maybe for very good reason. This is somebody that likely does not feel like you're happy with them, and so I think that they're really trying to be very, very cautious to not upset you, but I feel like they may do it anyway, probably on accident. So we have adjustments are required, house 10, and illusion. What's the illusion around? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Could be an illusion around money. Could be an illusion around somebody pretending that they've let go of something when they truly haven't. Okay, whether that's you or somebody else. To me, I want to say like something in regards to somebody's reputation or how somebody's showing up in the world needs to change. And I don't know what that really means. Can it be in regards to a relationship status? Yes. Maybe adjustments need to be required in regards to that. If it's about how we're handling a situation publicly, like for instance, for example, let's say that you dated this person at work and then things got really weird and then you guys had a breakup and, maybe there was some drama at the office, but it's like, hey, you still need to make sure that you're showing up in the right way because you need to make sure that your reputation is solid or whatever the thing is. So there needs to be something in regards to that. Okay. There needs to be some structure, some discipline in regards to all of that stuff. So I don't know who that's for, but thank you so much, Aquarius. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal reading with me, and if you want to become a member, you should go ahead and do that, so that way you can get access to your own individual reading. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's do my Pisces. How you doing, Pisces? Let's go ahead and take a look at your person. The Four of Cups and their feelings. The Six of Swords for how they see you. The Four of Pentacles in reverse for future actions. Queen of Wands in reverse. This can be reversed for some of you. The Eight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords. Is this Queen of Wands in reverse this person? Reversed is no. Upright is yes. Yes. So for some of you, this can be reversed, okay, if you're a feminine. This person's pretty disappointed, feeling rejected, feeling neglected in some way. And it's because they feel jealous or they feel insecure towards a situation. It could be something that they found out that kind of got them unstuck in some way or kind of made them realize some things. Or for some of them, it truly is their own insecurities. Okay. Now, obviously, if you did something shitty, then yeah, like obviously, that is triggering some insecurities that are coming from them, rightfully so. But this is somebody who's wanting to take action, and the reason they're wanting to take action, I feel, is because they look pissed. And I don't know if they have the nicest things to say, if I'm going to be totally real with you, which I will be. And so this person can't really see like the glass half full at this time. They're not really like, oh, yay, everything's going to be great. No, I think that this person is mad, and I feel like they have some things to say about it. And I also think that they have some questions that they want to ask you. That's what that looks like to me. The Six of Swords for how they see you. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse. Lots of sword energy. So they may feel like you are very detached when it comes to your feelings. This could be somebody who feels like you just want to move on from it. You just want to brush things under the rug because it doesn't matter how many times you explain or something. You just feel like this person's always going to assume things, and then things are going to get worse, or they could feel like you're very immature when it comes to the way that you're talking about things, trying to run them around in circles, trying to, gaslight them or trying to manipulate them or whatever. Now, this is all perspective, okay? So I don't know the truth, but this is their truth, right? And so this person is looking at you like you just rather sweep everything under the rug because you just feel like you can never win anyway. What's that Page of Swords in reverse? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They feel like your level of maturity is why this has failed, or because it will fail. Okay, or because it has failed before. Fireball, baby, thank you so much. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Thank you so much, Anna Banana. Welcome back to the Dragon family, by the way. The Magician in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles. Well, I think, oh God, this King of Pentacles in reverse is busting my ass today. I just really hate it. This is somebody that doubts you, I think. This person may feel like you're a user, or may feel like you're just too stubborn to even work with, and they're getting to this point where they're just probably trying to let it go. I'm not saying they're totally letting you go. Could they be? Absolutely. I don't know. But this is somebody who's like, you know what, I'm just going to go be single, or I'm just going to focus on me. This is somebody who's very focused on looking good, feeling good, smelling good, spending money on themselves, making themselves feel good. And so... because they feel like, show me the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Swords. Ugh. They feel like you're passive aggressive as well, and like you try to avoid things and sweep things under the rug, like I said before. We have full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. We have house 1, which is an Aries house. We have double Aries here, and then we have waterproof. All right. So I do think like things may get worse before they get better. I think that somebody is needing to assert themselves in a situation, but I also think that somebody is needing to not be so sensitive. Now, I hate it when people say that to me. I hate it when people are like, don't be so sensitive, because it feels like it invalidates my emotions. But at the same time, I have really needed to learn not to take things so personally all the time. And it's something that I'm still learning. I have to understand, we have to understand that the things that people are doing usually don't have anything to do with us. The things that people say a lot of the times don't have anything to do with us. So I feel like there's somebody here that's needing to perceive themselves differently and understand that they are being perceived by the world differently than they perceive themselves. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a personal reading with me at violettalexis.com. And also make sure that you become a member so you can get access to your own individual reading for your sign. What's up, Austin Janelle? It's good to see you. Alrighty. Sarah, thank you, Violetta. I think you're really beautiful and intelligent and someone to look up to, too. Oh. You are so sweet. Oh my God, how cute are you? And most of us watch because we appreciate your words and perspective. Oh, thank you. That you're so kind. Thank you so much for saying that. Oh, what a sweetheart. Thank you very much. You know, sometimes people just make me give me a little bit more faith in humanity, right? What's up, B? Thank you so much. All right, you guys, if you don't mind, I really have to kill this bug on my window because I'm absolutely about to lose my mind. I've just been staring at it since like Capricorn, and it's really freaking me out. So thank you, B. I know, look at the cute little bow. Isn't that a cute little thingy? It looked really stupid in the front, and I was like, I got to rock these bows somehow. So there we go. And let me go ahead and absolutely, Cassie, let me go ahead and get some green tea. I hope that you guys don't mind. I promise I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, thanks. All right, I'm waiting on my tea to brew. Let's go ahead and do these super chat questions. Oh, I thought, Cassie, I thought it was something. I thought it was something I said in a reading, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'm so embarrassed. I was trying to give you like a courtesy because that happens sometimes, right? It's like you'll be on like the sign of like Pisces and somebody will say talk about something I said in the Sagittarius read, and you're like, yeah, for sure. Like, and you don't really know what they're talking about, but you're like, yeah, you have to like validate what they're saying. Oh man, do I feel like an idiot? Okay. I know, that's why I said it. Oh my God, I feel like such a moron. All right. Holy crap. Go get that bug. You know what, Tom? I found out, I realized when I went to go look, it's on the other side. So it's like outside of the window. It's not even, it's on the other side of the screen. So I'm obviously a moron. Set timer for 3 minutes. That's how long green tea should steep. Alrighty. Shout out to Mason, Franklin, and Anna Banana for becoming members. Melanie, me and Virgo got into a fight. Will he reach out and reconcile this month? Two of Cups in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like he's feeling pretty disconnected from what happened, and he's feeling ultimately disconnected from the potential of the connection or what the connection already was. King of Wands, Six of Pentacles in reverse. He may like pursue you or take action in some way. But the King of Wands with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it makes me feel like this is somebody who's kind of breadcrumbing you a little bit. So you may get some kind of attention from him, I guess you could say. But I don't think it's going to be up to your standards, or it's going to be so he can get sex or something like that. You know, as crappy as that sounds. Chitara, what are E's feelings and future actions towards me? Show me E's feelings towards Chitara. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. He very much cares about what you think, or is very concerned about what other people think in regards to his dealings with you, with the connection. He could be very much his way or the highway when it comes to your guys' connection with the Hierophant in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Page of Wands is telling me that he wants some kind of connection with you, but he feels like something is not aligned, either in regards to morals, values, spiritual, religious beliefs, or something like that. Something foundational. Future actions towards Chitara. Eight of Cups in reverse, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Cups in reverse. It feels like he's in a bit of a mood. It feels like he's feeling pretty sensitive about something. He's kind of... if you guys have gone through something, it seems like he's coming back to readdress that. And it seems like he keeps revisiting, or he's revisiting some kind of heartache that you have, or heartache that he has, or that the both of you have, but he's in a bit of a mood about it. And I don't think he's feeling super vulnerable, okay? I think it's almost like a boundary is being dissolved, but in a mood about it. I'll let you come in here and we can talk or something like that, but I'm in a mood about it. Something like that. We have a new start is coming for your advice. House 2. This could be something telling you to get on the ball about some kind of new money-making opportunity that is completely opposite of this. And then we have observation as well. So I definitely want you to not get bogged down in the details, but make sure that you are observing this person. You know, obviously pay attention to any red flags. Fuck, that scared me. God. I am so absolutely sorry. I want you to observe to see how this affects your sense of self-worth or self-esteem. If it triggers any issues around there, that could be very telling in regards to what this connection means to you. But I do want to say some kind of new start needs to be began in regards to your own sense of self-worth and self-value, and making sure that that is solid. A lot of the times when it's not and we get into a relationship, people very much take advantage of us. Well, I'm not saying that's what he's going to do. That's what could happen, right? And they're lessons in life. They're just lessons in life to build us up and kind of galvanize our minds a little bit to be able to be the best people that we can be, and not let shitty people ruin that. You know, not saying that they're a shitty person, but you know what I mean. So let me go grab my tea real quick, and then we'll move on to Joe Ha over here. That was crazy time. Dude, thank you so much, Summer. That freaking alarm scared the crap out of me. Alrighty. Awesome. Thank you guys for being so patient. What's up, Loki? Alrighty. Shit. Joha Pack. Hey, Bratty. I'm just curious about my love life for this coming month, I guess. Haha. I do have 2 people in mind, but not sure how it'll play out. One is a Taurus I dealt with years ago. Other is a coworker. Thank you. Sure. Well, let's see just in general how the love life is going to play out within the next coming month for Joha Pack. Ooh, the Emperor and the Temperance. Ooh. Hello, Daddy. You could meet somebody that's in some kind of position of power, or this could, I see Aries and Sag here, but of course it doesn't have to be exclusive to that sign, but there's somebody here who's very patient. This is like my fantasy. Somebody who's very in control, in power, confident, but in that cool, calm, collected vibe. It could be like an authority figure of some sort. So, I could see somebody being like that, you know. Shall we read the Taurus? 5 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse. It feels to me like this is somebody who's asking for forgiveness or forgiving you, trying to see the bright side of things while not wanting some kind of unwanted attention or kind of sulking a little bit or something about that. But I do feel like maybe there's some forgiveness around some kind of unwanted attention that somebody got. Then the coworker, 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I like this. It seems like there's some kind of conversation going on. It seems very patient. You're getting a lot of that here. It seems very patient. It feels very objective. But you also have to remember that the Queen of Swords is Libra, so it's still Venus. You know what I mean? But it seems like there's some kind of conversation going on there with a coworker, but there's an undertone of either flirtation or, you know, Venus. So it's like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. But I feel like there are undertones of playfulness to it. Your advice is hold your vision, yin, and communication. My advice to you is just to chill out. My advice to you is just, if there's something that you want, hold it in your mind, hold it in your heart. Don't let go of it. Just let it sit there. It doesn't mean that you have to like squeeze it super tight and like, I need this to happen. But just let it sit there. Just sit with it. Just have the assumption that something is already yours and it's telling you to trust and be patient. This is also about patience. There's something very much here about patience in your connections and patience in your life and needing to have patience and patience for something. And I feel like you're going to find that the more that you communicate or the more that you open yourself up to communication, probably the more that you're going to have to feel blessed about. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Joha. Thank you. Sip of this. Oh, always smiling. I feel so dumb. I didn't even see that. You're very welcome, honey. Thank you so much. Oh, what a sweetheart. I didn't even see that it wasn't a question. I feel so dumb when I don't see that. Thank you. Lesty, am I making the right decisions currently? Am I to blame for the distance and no calls? And I don't know, some advice on how to keep going on about my life with my 3 kids. Sorry, heads everywhere. Don't know how to ask my questions. I recognize that voice. You know, it's like when you're writing a letter to nowhere, you know, and you're just kind of like, I don't know. You know, I recognize the voice because it has the same tone of my own in the past when I've been feeling pretty lost about things. So I can understand where you are. What is the cause of the distance and no calls? 8 of Wands in reverse. Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Feels like there's some kind of inconsistency or some kind of blockage either when it comes to business or somebody just simply being inconsistent in their own life. The 8 of Wands in reverse is sometimes when we feel forced to do something or when something is too forced. Somebody may be trying to learn what it is that they're passionate about or what it is that they're going for, and they could not necessarily know, but they're kind of doing the work to do that. So it feels like somebody may have been feeling pressured in regards to something, even if they weren't really being pressured. They felt pressured, or they felt like something was moving too fast, or they felt, I don't want to say anxious, but overwhelmed almost in some way. Some advice on how to keep going about my life with my 3 kids. How do I say this to be sensitive? Is something like that. It feels like there was somebody in your life or something like that that could have been very emotionally manipulative or emotionally abusive, or somebody who was not very understanding, somebody who would just say shit just to be able to get their way or something like that. And there needs to be some kind of acceptance in regards to that had nothing to do with you, or that's just the kind of person that they were, with no responsibility of your own. And what I mean by that is just in regards to who they are. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse is making me feel like it's telling you to let off the brakes a little bit in regards to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself in regards to something. And please understand that you have the upper hand in something, whether you realize it or not. You may be going through something right now that could feel very emotionally tumultuous, but that 9 of Wands shows me that you're some kind of spiritual warrior. That's what the 9 of Wands is. It's that wounded warrior. It's Moon and Sag. It's fighting for our beliefs. It's fighting for what we believe in. It's being in the boxing ring for so long and getting your ass beat only to be able to have the referee come and put your hand in the air and hold it in the air and be like, I won. So something about you already won, but also needing an acceptance of something. Your advice. We have a win-win outcome is forecast, self-express with the Sun, and upheaval. Okay. So there's something in your life, either with a father figure or with some kind of relationship in your life, where there can be some kind of compromise, or there can be some kind of agreement or some kind of closure, or, like I said, some kind of compromise in regards to the connection of some sort. And it's telling you to have the confidence to be able to express your own personal needs, which can feel like an upheaval, or it can feel like a lot or something like that. Like, don't lose your sense of confidence. Don't feel like you have to hold back who you are, or I hate to use the word like dim your shine, but kind of, in order to make somebody else feel comfortable. So yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. She's like, bitch, that solved nothing. No, Vanessa, we did not. Cassie, are the Gemini and I going to be able to get past this ever? Thanks to Odyssey. Okay. Yeah, I think so, but it feels more like an agree to disagree kind of vibe. Sorry. You see this here with that King of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, the 3 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. It's like there's going to be some kind of communication, but with that 3 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, yeah, no, we're still not on the same page, and I don't think that you're going to be. But this is more so about like, well, we'll agree to disagree. 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands. You want to go out? You want to go out for a drink? You want to hang out? You want to talk? You want to, that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. So it's like there's communication, yes, and I feel like this person is trying to be very fair, but you guys are just not on the same page. but I feel like you guys come to an understanding. So yeah, I feel like it'll be fine. Thank you so much, Cassie. Zaza, hey V, will Brian and I get back together? The Star and the Ten of Wands in reverse. I think so. I think that there's hope there, and I think that there will be healing, and I think that there will be an availability for each person to be able to get something off of their chest in order to heal the connection and heal oneself. So yes, I think that there's help. I think that there's hope here. Absolutely. Cassie, yeah, this one hit too. Where's the Virgo's head regarding me? Thank you. I got you. Let me see. Six of Cups in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse makes me feel like he's not super motivated to be mature for some reason, or he's not super motivated to connect or to talk about something, or there's some kind of delay because of a grudge that's being held. Yeah, Two of Wands in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. He may feel like you don't trust him. He may feel like you don't trust him, or there's some kind of emotional issues between the two of you. And he seems to be like a little stubborn about it for some reason. I'm not going to lie. It feels like a lack of maturity, very much so. And so there's a delay in regards to making a decision because he feels like you're upset with him for some reason, or he feels like you don't trust him, which is making him like kind of be a bit of a sourpuss. Thank you, Cassie. Wagos, how does Zeb currently feel about me? Is he sincerely interested / serious? And will this have potential? Let's see. How does he feel? Seven of Wands. He probably wants to maintain what's already there. But this person is also kind of drawing up some boundaries, or, you know, kind of keeping, I don't know if space is the right word, but kind of. Is he serious about Wagos? The Hermit, he's serious about himself at the end of the day. This person is going to choose themselves at the end of the day and make sure that they're doing what's right for them. So it really makes me feel like this person, they're kind of on a journey right now that I don't even know if they're in the right place to be able to be serious about anyone. But I do think that they want to maintain what you guys have. Thank you, Wagos. Wesley, what's my next move? Okay. The Sun and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is telling me let go of the fucking wheel and stop trying to control shit and have a good time. The Sun is like being optimistic, being creative, focusing on dating, love, entrepreneurship, staying optimistic, etc., and not letting past crap you know, bog you down or whatever the thing is. Just let go of control and have fun is what I'm getting with this. And I know that that sounds very vague, but that's what this is telling me. So if you've been trying to control something, or always worried about something, or if you've been putting any bad energy out there or whatever it is, and then you wonder why it's like coming back to you, or you wonder why you're sad all the time, or you wonder, like, it can be telling you to change the way that you're thinking, or it can be to change the kind of vibration or energy that you're putting out there. But mostly this just makes me feel like you just need to let go and have a good time. Be self-expressive. Make the YouTube video. Write the book. Take the class. Go out with your friends. Go to a casino. You know, whatever the thing is. For some reason, it's telling me that you need to do that. You also need to break some kind of cycle, and that's going to be your key. Thank you, Wesley. It's definitely some kind of self-expression thing going on here. Nicole Ashley, higher perspective on this connection to understand it and best advice for success. Thank you, of course. Woo! This is here to teach you how to let go, honey. The Tower is here. The Tower is here, and what is the Tower? The Tower loves to come in when we refuse to make the changes ourselves, and now it's being forced upon us, but it's always in our highest good. We just can't see it because we're busy either trying to hold on to the Tower, or we're busy trying to jump out of the window. With the Three of Wands, what is it that you truly want? This is going to change a lot of things for you if it hasn't already, but you need to be willing to go with the changes. and you need to be confident enough to kind of let the current take you. There are things that you don't know yet, or things that you haven't seen, and I feel like you're going to see them. I need advice. The Justice in reverse. Woo. Something feels very intense about this. Is this right for you? Are you doing the right thing towards them? Are they doing the right thing towards you? Are you making balanced decisions? Is this codependent? Are you being too passive? What is the thing? Because the Justice in reverse, if we're looking at it in regards to advice, it can ask us, what choices are we making that are boggling down our life? What do we have in our life that is throwing it out of alignment? What kind of karma are we putting out there? You know, is this a karmic connection? What is the thing? Are we being too passive? So something to kind of ask yourself. This connection is going to change the way that you go about things and is going to change your perspective on life. Thank you, Nicole. Lee, I still can't find my jewelry. Will I be able to find it? The High Priestess just means maybe, just like the moon. The moon and the High Priestess means maybe. Why maybe? Stop thinking about it and that's when it's going to come? Alrighty. Love answering those questions. Super weird. I hope you find your jewelry. Uniquely yours. Will I reconcile with the Leo? I don't think so. I think that this person is seeing you in a different light, but in a positive one. But it almost feels like somebody's intimidated. I feel like you're this Empress here, and with the Hangman hanging on to the Empress, I still feel like there's a letting go here. And I still feel like there'll be a letting go at some point where it's not fully over, but that doesn't always mean that somebody's going to reconcile. And when I double checked, it gave me the Death card. Now, this doesn't mean that he can't change his mind, but as things are right now, no, I don't think so. I truly believe that this person is intimidated by you. Those are my true thoughts. When I saw the Hangman and the Empress, I was like, it just immediately made me feel like this is somebody who's intimidated by you. Because the Empress is all of the queens. She's the creme de la creme. She's the shit. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know, maybe this person is like feeling weird about that for some reason. So right now, no, but that doesn't mean that he can't change his mind. Vanessa Williams, hi, what's up with the Cancer Man communication today? Feelings and tension. Show me the feelings. Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody that seems to be a little, here, let's do it like this. This is somebody who seems to be a little like full stop or a little apprehensive or even just a little fearful for some reason. Why is that? The Ten of Cups, because of the potential of the connection, because of where it could go. This person feels like you're wifey material or feels like you're somebody who is commitment material with that Queen of Pentacles. But there's a fear surrounding some kind of commitment or relationship. What are his intentions? Seven of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Cups in reverse. The Lovers. This is very selfish, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. The Seven of Swords in reverse is like, I'm not going to do what's good for us. I'm going to do what's good for me. The Nine of Cups in reverse, same thing. It's very much about indulging. It's very much about what I want, what I need right now. You know, it can be somebody who's, you know, overindulgent with alcohol, porn, drugs, whatever the thing is. I'm not saying that's what it is. But at the same time, they want a connection, but they feel some kind of connection, but it's so wrapped up in just me, 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 me. Why is that? Ace of Cups in reverse, because they can't fulfill their own, or they can't fill up their own cup sometimes, or they're feeling drained, so they're looking for you to maybe fill it up. We have step out of your comfort zone, Sagittarius, and warning. Oof. All right, well, this is maybe asking you to look at this with a higher perspective in some way. And I don't know what that means for you. It's going to mean something different for you than probably what I'm thinking. But that warning there doesn't make me feel comfortable. That warning there makes me feel like, why the warning? The moon, like somebody's hiding something. You know, the moon in astrology is Cancer. The moon in tarot is Pisces, which I'll never totally get that. But I feel like it's asking you to listen to your intuition as well and look at the bigger picture of whatever this is. So, I don't know. I don't like the warning. I do not like the warning. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Thank you, Vanessa. Rach, I'm bored with stagnant cycles. Working on me. If I let go of L, the Pisces, for now and say bye to J, the Virgo, what's next for me in love this year? Page of Cups in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse. This feels like somebody from the past. Like, even if you let go, I feel like somebody doesn't let go of you. It's like, oh, well, feel bad for me. Da, 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 da. Like somebody who's kind of playing victim, somebody who's feeling sad or pretending to feel sad about something to kind of draw you back in. That's what that feels like to me. Summer, what is happening next in love? Is there a reason why things are so stagnant? Thank you, V. What is happening next in love? The Nine of Swords, the Fool, the World. Oh my goodness. To me, there's some kind of stressor here. There's some kind of worry about some new journey that you're taking within the next month or so. But with that World there, it seems like, I don't understand why you're so worried about it, because it seems like you're completing it or you're accomplishing the thing. Why? Because the Fool is the first major arcana and the World is the end of the Fool's journey. It's the last major arcana card. So to me, this is like, I don't know why you're so worried about something when it's like you already have it in the bag. And I don't know what that thing is. Why are things so stagnant? The Judgment in reverse, because you're not answering the call. Well, what is the call? The call can be something like, you know, I'm just going to think of the first thing. Let's say that you're going to laugh, right? But it's the only example I could think of. Let's say that your role in life, right? Your purpose is to be a pastor or something, right? And you just keep seeing God stuff everywhere, right? You got people like on the street randomly handing you a brochure about their church. Then you got Jehovah's Witness knocking at your door at 8 p.m. You know, you meet a new friend and you guys hit it off really, really well, and they're a total Bible thumper or something like that, right? Whatever the thing is. But you're like, well, no. Even though it keeps approaching. I'm not saying that's what it is, right? That was tasteless, but you know what I mean? So there's something where it's like you're not seeing the signs or you're not answering the call with something. All right, 1 second. Let me shuffle these cards. Let me just shuffle real quick. Last shuffle. What the fuck? Was that my bow? Oh my god, that was my bow ribbon. I literally feel so freaking dumb. Summer, what is he thinking slash feelings towards me? Show me the thoughts. Eight of Pentacles, Strength card. I feel like he's still in there, you know, like still kind of standing strong, but he may be a little distracted with work. But there may be this energy of him still having this passion towards you and wanting to work on things. Feelings. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, you know, wanting to give to this, having love to offer, wanting to be somewhat generous with it as well. So I'm not really seeing anything bad about that. Thank you, Summer. Fireball baby, how is he feeling about me and what does this connection need from me? How is he feeling about Fireball? He feels like you can be a little crazy sometimes, you know, maybe a little jealous or a little upset or a little whatever. And he feels like it's because you're harboring some kind of pain. You know, he may feel like you have some insecurities because of the things that happened to you, either that he did or that somebody else did entirely. It's almost like he's trying to mend it in some way, maybe like he wants to try to mend that in some way. But at times he may feel like if it has nothing to do with him, it's not necessarily his responsibility. And I was kind of feeling like that because the Eight of Pentacles is looking in the opposite direction. So he may be trying to ignore some things that he sees, but still while trying to like work on you at the same time. What does this connection need from me? Wow, okay. The Judgment. I mean, that's a big one. I mean, the Judgment is really about higher self decisions, right? And I know that you have been watching me for a long time, so you already know what I mean about higher self decisions. It's like a higher self decision is when we think about the person that you love the most. Imagine that this person that you love the most is going through the thing that you're asking me about right now, and then they approach you and they ask you for your advice. What would you tell them? That's your higher self decision. That's your higher self answer. So needing to do that to better connect with this person, but first ultimately needing to understand yourself to the 10th degree. Whether that's spending more time alone, whether that's journaling, you know, taking yourself for a walk, going to therapy, whatever the thing is. A lot of this is about the right choices. The Judgment, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Cups, all of this can be about choices, that the choices that you're making and how much it impacts you. And it can be day-to-day things. This can be day-to-day shit like, you know, the time that you wake up and how much sleep you got last night, which can essentially affect your mood and your productivity for the rest of the day, which trickles down to the rest of your life. You know, the discipline that you have or that you don't have in your life and how it affects your relationships. Everything about our foundational structures and our habits and all of that stuff trickles down to the rest of our lives. You know, if like, for instance, if I am somebody who is very disciplined and I'm somebody who gets a lot of sleep and I'm very productive during the day, I'm going to ultimately feel better about myself. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to be probably more trusting of said partner. I'm going to be more confident in myself. So I'm not going to bring up little details of any kind of insecurities that I have because I'm going to be more confident in me. And I'm going to be so delusional because I'm so great that I'm going to think, why would anybody ever cheat on me? You know, it can be like things like that. That's probably the absolute worst fucking way to put it, right? But do you know what I'm saying? So all of this is about like decisions that you're making. We have don't let your past hold you back. We have House 5 and we have protection. So there is something about the past that could be holding you back. It could be holding you back in the way that you express yourself. It could be holding back your own sense of individuality and how you express that. It could be holding you back sexually. It could be holding you back in many different ways. It could even be like affecting how you relate to your own children or whatever it is. But there's something about your heart space that you're needing to get back in touch with. And I think that that's interesting Because if you look, we have the Judgment, but the Two of Cups is in reverse. And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. It feels like she needs to understand herself better. The Two of Cups is Venus in Cancer. It's about the heart space. It's about nurturing. And the Two of Cups is not always about somebody else. It's about how we understand ourselves and the decisions that we're making based around that. And so there's something about you where you're needing to connect with yourself more. You know me, right? You know I'm a writer. When I write and I connect with myself in that way, it's very intimate for me. And it helps me connect with myself in a way that is so emotionally productive. That really has nothing to do with anybody, but in the long run, it truly does, because it affects how I am in my relationships. The better that I understand myself, the better I am to be able to meet somebody where they are, or you know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. I feel like that was very long-winded, so sorry about that, but all right, let's see. Anna Banana. What does my love life look like in the next 12 months? LOL, thanks, V. Sure, no worries. All right, let's see. Actually, let me do this. There we go. All right. What does my love life look in the next 12 months? Somebody could be coming back from the past, too. A Page of Swords, could be a younger Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be somebody on social media, somebody that you've spoken to before on social media, just somebody from the past in general that like DMs you or texts you out of the blue kind of thing. What else? This almost feels like a truce between you and another person. Once again, this could be somebody that you work with, doesn't have to be, but you and another person getting on the same page and kind of dealing with some frustrations or some kind of conflict that you guys have. It seems like some kind of truce here. I'm wondering if it's this person. The Nine of Pentacles, you're going to be doing your own thing. You're going to be looking good, feeling good, smelling good. You know, I do think that somebody returns from the past is requiring your communication or your attention, but I mean, I feel like you're doing great financially. I feel like you're doing great in the way that you look and all of that stuff. Work through your fears, conjunction, and growth. Okay, so if there's some kind of fears that you need to work through them. What are they? You know, are they some kind of physical insecurity? Are they some kind of financial insecurity? Is it the fear of I'm going to be alone forever? Try to become one with that. Try to understand why that is. For some reason, it's going to, well, I don't want to say for some reason. I mean, obviously, it would help with your overall growth, but there's a need for you to come together with those fears and address those, because it's some kind of barrier in your life, so that way you can grow to a different degree than what you are right now. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna. All right, let's see here. Awesome, Janelle. What is my learning lesson in life in general presently? Love. Moving on, or being able to resolve conflict. You know, being cautious with your heart, listening to yourself, listening to your intuition, getting in touch with your own sense of emotional space, your own sense of creativity. You know, with that Six of Swords in reverse, that can be like where we're feeling stuck emotionally. So you could be learning how to maneuver through some kind of emotional problems, is what I want to say. You know, they can be about not listening to your intuition, or abandoning your creativity, or, you know, whatever the thing is. Or it can be where you're a little bit too focused on past emotional issues, okay, that are still kind of following you around. But you're the one that has the power to kind of control that. Thank you, Janelle. B, whoa, what the hell just happened? B, hey V, what's coming up in my love life? Thank you, absolutely. Four of Swords. It seemed like you're spending some time solo dolo, is what this looks like you're healing from something. Yeah, I feel like you're just looking for your peace. I'm not really seeing anything about love per se here. It looks more so like you're spending some time alone. You know, maybe you're focusing on more meditation or yoga or something behind the scenes where you're just kind of doing your own thing. Yeah, the Star and the... There could be an Aquarius person that disappoints the fuck out of you, okay? Somebody that you are irritated by. But other than that, I feel like you are starting to where it's almost as if you have not been able to see the positivity in front of you before. It looks like whatever time you're spending alone or whatever it is that you're doing alone, it seems to be bringing you more hope in regards to what it is that you're wanting to pursue in life or what your options are in life. So there can be more options in love if that's something that you're looking for. It's like you just haven't been happy with any of these options, and then somebody comes in and you're like, oh, you've restored my faith in fucking humanity, you know? Now the signs that I see here are just Sagittarius and Aquarius, but it could be any sign really. Thank you, B. Summer. What is S thinking about me? Six of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. So it could go either way, to be honest. But he either feels like you're super selfish and feeling entitled. Okay. Or he could be doing that. He'd be like, well, she wants to talk to me. She can call me. You know, it can be something like that. This can also be somebody feeling like you're disappointed because you're not getting something what you want, essentially. Like you're not getting the attention or you're not getting the pat on the back or the validation that you want, whether that's true or not. Low key. Will he reach out to reconcile or move on? What is his intention going to be when he reaches out? No, I don't think he's letting go of this. Not with that Death in reverse. How is he feeling since we ended? A little scattered, wanting validation, wanting attention, feeling inconsistent in his own life, lacking passion. Thank you, Loki. Angel Eyes. What does it look like with me and Cancer in love? He seems to be very focused on making money, not feeling prioritized. Thank you. Sure. Oof. The Tower and the Nine of Wands in reverse. It might get to a point where somebody feels forced to give up, or some kind of external circumstance may happen, and it's going to require you to kind of let go. If I'm being totally honest with you, you may get to a point where you're just tired of putting in the effort. You know, you might just be like, well, fuck this. Not gonna lie. What can I expect in my love life? Lil G asked. 10 of Pentacles. Everything that you've ever wanted. Commitment, marriage, potentially making money together, going into business together. That's like the creme de la creme right there. Cat Lady of the Sea. Will Jordan decide to be in the committed relationships with me before the end of the year? Let me see. 3 of Cups, 10 of Swords, the 5 of Wands. Yikes. The Strength card. Well, you know, God. I don't even want to say it because it sounds so toxic, but you guys may end up going through some kind of drama with other people. That could cause a betrayal. It could cause, like I said, some kind of drama, some kind of ending or something like that, you know, and then the drama ensues, but it could end up strengthening in the relationship. Now, obviously, you know, if this person cheats on you or something like that, or, you know, then like, you're smart enough to make your own decisions, right? But that's what that looks like to me. Do I see a full-blown commitment? No, not really. I don't see anything like what you're looking for, but I see a strengthening of a bond potentially. So I guess that's good, but it's not going to come without a price. Lee, one more, please. I want to know, is Jay going to come and make things right? Or is he just walking away? What's his intentions here? 8 of Wands. No, I feel like he's going to, I don't know about making things right, but the 8 of Wands is like quick communication. The King of Wands is like taking the initiative, you know, somebody showing up. I feel like this person's attracted to you. I do think that you're going to hear some kind of communication. So yeah, I mean, he may make things right. It may be like in kind of a flirty, funny, spicy way, but yeah, I feel like probably. Vanessa Williams, why is Cancer being non-responsive today? He seems to be stuck on a decision. What's the decision? 5 of Swords in reverse. He just feels like he's constantly at a loss. Why? because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing or where he's going, and he's feeling constantly mentally triggered for some reason. I feel like this guy's going through his own personal stuff. The reason why I say that is because the Eight of Swords is self-imposed. It's somebody who does it to themselves. So it's like this person's like, oh, I'm never going to win, or I'm never going to get this, or I'm never going to do this, or blah, 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 blah. And it's triggering him even more. It's almost like digging your own grave. Why else is he being non-responsive? Seven of Wands in reverse. My goodness. It's like sad sack city, you know. Seven of Wands in reverse is like, I'm feeling intimidated. I'm not feeling up to the challenge. I'm, you know, my boundaries are shit. I don't want to maintain something anymore. You know. So it's, you know, he's kind of playing his tiny violin right now. It seems like he's pretty stuck in his own head about things. And it feels like it's his own insecurities. All right. What? Deleted us. You deleted a super chat question? Rick. Well, what did it say? What? Is that where my super chat questions have been going? This whole time when I thought YouTube was glitching? Are you fucking with me? Puppies, how does Jay see me? Oof, man. All right. The Sun, the Hermit, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune all in reverse. Now, this is quite the set of cards. This person feels like you keep repeating the past. You keep trying to control things by smothering him, or he feels like your insecurities control you in some way, and he feels like you lack a sense of self-awareness, which is causing you some form of like a lack of self-confidence. He doesn't feel like you're super confident. He feels like you're a little paranoid at times, which, you know, makes you more either clingy or something like that. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's not the best perspective. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean it's true. It's just his truth, right? But like mostly insecure and paranoid is what I'm really getting. Okay. So I'm sorry. Nika M. Hey, Violetta, thank you for your time and energy. Of course. My question is, I reached out to Tommy Aquarius after a long time with a question, and they were. I don't know how to answer that. Vanessa Williams, was this guy trying to come to my house, or is it someone else? Is he trying to come to her house? Yes or no? Yes, Page of Wands. For what? Love? What the hell is going on? That was so weird. Well, what the hell is going on with the super chat question? Okay. Nilka, we're cold and disrespectful. Why did they treat me that way? All right, cool. Now I can answer her. Okay. Nilka, so why did they treat me that way? Emperor in reverse, Justice in reverse, because they feel like they can. The Emperor in reverse will abuse his power. So, which means that he feels like somebody feels like they have power over you, or these people feel like they have power over you. And they don't mind treating you wrong because they feel like they can, which isn't the best person, right? So I just feel like it's because they feel like they can at the end of the day. So make them feel like they can't. You know what I mean? Vanessa, okay, I'm done. These guys are nuts. Honey, you ain't never told a fucking lie, honestly. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. I love you. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Rick, please don't delete my super chat questions. Thank you. I love you guys. And please have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Rick, thank you so much for doing my timestamps. And thank you for being here. And thank you, dragons, for being here. Please have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.